Kill Devil Hills, North Carolina, where 100 years ago today, on a cold and windy day, history was made by two brothers from Ohio. Wilbur and Orville Wright's first powered flight was not caught on camera, but it looked like this one filmed subsequently. Back then, inventors everywhere were racing to achieve powered flight, so how did these two bicycle repairmen who had dropped out of high school crack it?
They actually designed their own wind tunnel and tested different airfoils, but primarily what they had is they studied what everyone else had done, and that was incorrect, and they never went there. They just tried their entirely different approach.
Experts say it was their control mechanism that did the trick. This is the original Wright brothers flyer, now housed in Washington. A replica has been constructed for the centennial. Later today it will be flown before 40,000 people by a pilot who has been practicing for months.
It's an emotional experience because you realize that this is a 100-year-old airplane, and this is where it all started. So, you know, I'm very fortunate, I'm very lucky to be able to do this.
It was from this spot that the Wright brothers took off in 1903, flying at under 30 miles an hour in a machine that weighed just 600 pounds. Back then, they could never have known how their invention would develop and how flying would become such an indispensable part of life a century later. Today's jets are a far cry from the Wright's flying machine. At any one time, there are thousands of aircraft in the sky across America, each carrying hundreds of thousands of pounds in weight, and the biggest developments may still be ahead of us.
I think you're not going to have any pilots in the front of the cockpit, for one thing. I think it's going to be all automated and totally controlled, and I think you're going to be able to go to Tokyo in 45 minutes or an hour. I think you're going to see terrific changes in the future.
Orville Wright lived until 1948, so saw considerable progress in aviation. His brother Wilbur died back in 1912. If they were here today, they might be surprised at how far things have come. Carole Coleman, RTE News, Kill Devil Hills, North Carolina.